Well, that night, I got off work and I asked her how it was, how everything was going. I talked to my mom. Everything's okay.
Okay. This is the text in July you're talking about that night? I'm sorry, you lost me. You said that night.
The day
Okay.
that, whatever day it was, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I asked her, how are you feeling? What are you going to do? Are you going to go through with this? And she'd say, oh, I'm fine. I talked to my mom. Everything's okay. We're going to work it out.
Did you talk to anyone from this day back about Casey having ever had a breakdown with them? Like they go, hey, yeah, she can't, like with the story you just told me, did anyone come to you with a story of their own about Casey coming to them and saying, yeah, I have a problem?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
You just said that she had talked to her mom. And
She talked to her mom, and she might have talked to Chris, which was the guy at the
Stubbs.
time. Yes. I think that's his last name.
So the root of her problem, in your opinion, would have been mom or Chris?
I don't think it was Chris. I think she confided in Chris.
Okay. So there's that ongoing turmoil between mom and Casey, maybe?
I'm not sure what the root of the problem was.
But there was a problem, you think?
Yeah, I don't think she just had this breakdown. I think that she was experiencing something, going through something. I just don't recall what it was at the time.
When Casey went to jail in July and then came out again, did you have conversations or did you go visit her?
I
talk to
did.
her?
I visited her and I talked to her.
Did you guys talk on the phone afterwards? Obviously, we took her phone the first time. Did she ever have conversations or text you or anything like that?
I did not talk to her on the phone, like on the telephone. I did not talk to her. She said that she was the one who would text me from her mom's phone saying, hey, the vigil's this date, be there.
Okay.
I talked to her briefly through instant messaging.
What were the conversations about?
Hey, how are you? Hang in there. Because after all this happened, I obviously was upset. I went through some stuff of my own. And she just basically, hey, how are you? How are you hanging in there? Tell me to be strong. I tell her to be strong. I'm here for you.
What did she tell you happened with Kaylee?
The first time I saw her when she was out of jail, I don't think she specifically told me what happened. I'm trying to recall.
Just think overall, the times that you texted her or spoke with her or visited her, what did she tell you happened? It had to be topic of conversation. She's saying her daughter's missing and she went to jail for neglect and now she's charged with murder.
In all honesty, I didn't really talk to her about it. I remember her saying to me, when this is all said and done, I have so much to tell you. I know for sure, I remember that, because I was like, oh my God, what does she have to tell me? The nanny. The whole nanny story, really. The nanny has her. The nanny took her. She was supposed to be back by her third birthday.
Tell me about that. Why her third birthday? Well, what did she say?
I don't know. I remember her saying that, because again, like when I first time I saw her, I was going through something, and I was like, I want to see Casey. Bring me to Casey, and they brought me to Casey. There was something that I said to her. I don't remember what it was that I said to her. And that's when she said to me, when this is all said and done, I have so much to tell you.
What did you take that to mean?
That she had something to tell me, that the truth, maybe? I don't know. But, I mean, nothing she said is the truth, apparently.
Did you believe the story about a nanny?
In the bottom of my heart, no. Because I'd
Did you
never...
ever ask her about that? Say, hey, this doesn't make sense. This is Annie you're talking to.
No, I never did. Because I was going over there as a friend just to see her. Because when I would go through stuff, Casey was the person I'd go to. And I was going through something, and I wanted to see her. And I saw her twice, and the second time, we didn't even talk about anything about having to do with Kaylee being missing.
You only saw her 2 times from the time she was arrested in July to the time she went back in October for good. You only saw her 2 times.
One time her parents took me over there. One time I stayed the night. I'm almost positive, yes, 2 times.
2 times. And the only thing she said was basically just the nanny took her. She was supposed to be back for her 3rd birthday, but why her 3rd birthday? Who told you the 3rd birthday thing? Did Casey tell you
That's
that?
what she told me.
Did she say why? What importance the 3rd birthday was?
She said everything she's been saying is something that she was told to say.
Okay.
Someone's told her.
Who?
She didn't say. 'Cause that's what I said, and she just shook her head.
Okay. And so everything that she told who? Everyone else, or just everything that
I guess you guys, everyone.
But it's the same thing she's telling you.
Yes.
But somebody told her to say that.
Yes.
Did she tell you? There's a couple of versions of Zanny out there. That the kid was dropped off at Sawgrass. The kid was taken from Blanchard Park. Which version did she tell you was true?
She didn't tell me specifically. She didn't say, I dropped Kaylee off here and I never saw her again.
Do you think that she ever dropped her child off with a babysitter named Zanny?
I don't think so.
Do you
No.
think she ever dropped her child off with anyone else?
Anybody else, I don't know, because like I said, we were her group of friends. She had other friends. I don't know if anybody else ever watched her.
Do you believe the story of Casey dropping Kaylee off with someone and never seeing her child again?
No. Absolutely not.
What do you think happened?
I'm not sure. I don't think, if Casey, and this is my opinion, if Casey harmed Kaylee, I'm sorry, I'm going to get...
Okay. It's a hard question, but everyone that's sitting in this room, you're the one that knows Casey the best.
If Casey harmed Kaylee, she didn't do it alone. I know that for sure. Casey's not that smart.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that she would not have been alone when she harmed Kaylee?
Like I said, she was an overprotective mother. She wasn't... I mean, I was one of her best friends for a solid year of Kaylee's life, and I couldn't even hold Kaylee, you know? Kaylee would scream.
Why would you say somebody else is involved? What would make you?
I just don't think Casey's that smart. I mean, you guys are the best. I mean, the FBI. I mean, you guys do this for a living, and to not know, to not be able to figure out. I mean, again, I don't know anything more than what's on the news. I mean, she's not that smart. She's just. I mean, we all knew. Everyone knew that Casey lied. Like everyone did. We all knew we didn't believe her. What was the truth? We didn't know. But we just didn't believe her. I don't know how anymore to explain it. It's just.
We all believed that she worked at the Sports Authority for however long. You believed that she worked for Universal for a year.
I guess we just
year and a
didn't
half.
question her, is what it was. We didn't question what she said. We just said, okay, Casey.
But she never told you anything about anyone. She never divulged anything to you aside from the Zanny story. She never told you about an accident or about somebody helping her or doing anything. That's just your opinion on thinking that.
My opinion.
Based on the fact that she's not that smart, in your opinion.
In my opinion.
What about Cindy and George? Did they ever have a conversation with you away from Casey about this?
About what I think happened to Kaylee?
Well, about Casey, about what Casey did to Kayla, or what Casey's involvement in Kaylee's disappearance is. Did Cindy and George ever sit down with you and say, we need to come up with this, and we need to come up with this story and stick with this story?
No. The only thing that we did shortly after everything happened, again, I within a week or two of when the July 16th, all of our root friends went over to their house, Anthony's house, and all talked about. We kind of tried to pinpoint when Casey was lying about, because we were trying to track down Kaylee. We were trying to find Kaylee. We wanted to put a timeline together and, us compare the stories Casey told us when she was with us, when she wasn't with us, with the actual truth through her mom. You know, like anything at closed party, Casey was working.
This was
So
the
she
meeting
said.
that Troy and Ricardo and Jesse, everybody was at the house?
No, Jesse wasn't. Those 3 people weren't there.
They weren't.
They were not there.
This is a different meeting?
No, they got together on their own.